Welcome to Soulful Practices podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Holling-Brooks, and over the past 20 years, I have been on a journey of healing and awakening. I'm also a coach and practitioner for clients on their journey of unbridling their true self. The number one question I'm asked is, what meditation or practice will help me reach my goals? While there is no one meditation or secret mantra that will unlock our own awakening, there is a doorway that will lead us there. And that's the doorway of learning and cultivating the skills of self-reflection and contemplation. Each episode of this podcast offers you pocket teachings and practices that you can implement right away to help you courageously connect with living your authentic soul-led life. Let's dive into this week's episode. Hello, everybody. Michelle Holling-Brooks here, and I am excited to bring you episode 30 of Soulful Practices. So I want to first, if you've been following along with me and waiting for each week as a new episode comes out, give you a little bit of an apology that it's been 2 weeks, maybe 3, between my last episode 29 and this episode. And that is because I am on the East Coast and we had a series of snow events and ice events, more particularly, that created a lot of havoc with internet and electricity and some downtime over the last few weeks. And also, I have been busy working on bringing my upcoming project. Sorry, my voice is a little bit, and I was like, I've got to do this. So I want to get this out there because I'm really excited about my topic today of mantras. But I do apologize for my voice being a little scratchy today. But I've also been working on behind the scenes on the big push of switching a project that I've been working on now for over a year, 2 years if you take the writing process of it and then the editing process of it and then the publishing process of it, of coming out with my second book. And it is turned into a full toolkit, and I'm going to be sharing more and more about it in the upcoming weeks. But that has also really taken some of my time away. But I wanted to come on and definitely bring forward today's healing invitation, inquiry, support, and most of all, practice that can help support you in there. So how many of you have heard of mantras, right? Like affirmations, mantras, toning, things that allow us to activate our voice and also to have a conversation. So I love mantras. I think that they are a beautiful way that we can dialogue with our system. And I teach mantras and how to work with sounding and toning to clients in a very specific way that is in the field of contemplation, meaning I want to have a deep listening with what is my body bringing forward through its language of sensations. What is my body showing me how something inside of me feels? What is my heart bringing forward for me to dialogue with that specific focus, intention, theme, or conversation of that mantra? So I use it as a launching pad, a place in which we can lean in and dialogue with our system of where does it feel in alignment with what I'm saying? And where does it feel like a sense of separation, hopelessness, despair, even anger, and pushing back on that beautiful heart-centered mantra that I'm trying to activate within my system and ultimately invite my system to attune to align with, and to resonate with throughout it. And ultimately, if we just keep telling our system, this is what you need to believe, this is what we're gaslighting and hurting our system instead of supporting it. And so this is what I like to call like trauma informed, a way of working with sound healing, mantras, or any other repetitive phrase like an affirmation that we're working with. I've talked about this a little bit in season 2 with a beautiful author and who also works with affirmations the same way I do, Sarah Payton. And so I highly recommend you go check out her episode as a supplement for this if this is speaking to you. So ultimately, what a mantra does is it gets us started in that dialogue and allows us to witness the different parts of us. So for example, the mantra I'm going to bring forward today to teach us about and to dialogue with is one that I use when I am feeling bound up, restricted, when I know that I'm working through something and I want to shift from quote unquote point A to point B, when I know that something's wanting to awaken within me, but some parts of me are nervous, or when I'm like going through a time frame of a lot of difficulty, quote unquote, or change or obstacles, and I'm trying to help my system hold it differently so that I can access the grace and the wisdom of my soul to be able to hear how to best support myself through that. And right now, there are a lot of quote turbulent times out there, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of ways in which we can be extremely thrown off balance. And there's also these great opportunities to cultivate that inner pillar of connection, to allow ourselves to build a bridge over that ocean of fear or pain or nervousness, confusion, unease, all the things, and say, hey, in that middle of that storm, there is a calm space. There is a space that I have wisdom. There is a space that I have knowing. And if I can access that space, then I can work with whatever weather I find myself in, whether that's beautiful sunny skies or I'm in a moment of a storm, because we hold on to that truth that everything does pass. The storm will pass. How do I want to feel while I'm in that storm? That is completely up to me. And that's kind of what in the Buddhist tradition is suffering is an illusion, because I get to decide how much weight and meaning I put into something. We're just coming off of episodes 28 and 29, where I really brought you into Viktor E. Frankl's work, which says between a stimulus and a response, there is a space. And if we can get into that wedge of that space, rooted in our heart, compassion, curiosity, seeking understanding of what is happening with my stimulus and response gateway, then I have a chance for freedom. I have a chance for growth. I have a chance to decide, one, what weight I'm going to put into whatever I'm experiencing that stimulus as. And I'm going to get to say, hey, do I want to view it through my wounds? Do I want to view it through a protective part of me? Do I want to view it through a voice of that's been learned and taught and cultivated into helplessness and hopelessness? Or do I want to access a different part of me that can help support those parts of me that are lost and feeling that support isn't there? Connect with it. So the mantra is pretty simple for today. And it's a little bit out of order than what I normally go, because this is how I would teach it maybe if we were sitting together and you said to me, Michelle, I'm just really struggling right now and I need something to anchor me, to be a lifeline with me that I could say. And I say, I got the mantra for you. This is the one that came forward for me during this time. And it starts off pretty simple. May my body be free. May my mind calm. May my heart open and welcome my soul. Just pause. This is the first step of every way that I work with mantras. I work with them in rounds of 3. The first one just wakes up. What is the conversation I'm seeking to have with my body? May my body be free. May my mind be calm. May I open to my heart and welcome my soul. Just let that feel in. How is that starting to come forward for you as I'm saying this? Let me say it one more time and you can say it with me. May my body be free. May my mind calm. May I open to my heart and welcome my soul. What does your body bring forward right now? What is happening in and around your body with this beautiful mantra? May my body be free from the way it feels restricted, bound up, depressed, put upon. May it be free from the trapped feelings of helplessness or hopelessness. May it be free from the way in which it doesn't think it can reach for that which it most desires. May it be free from a sense of unworthiness. May my mind calm. What does your mind need help with? What is it struggling and wrestling with and batting itself back and forth? A part of me feels nervous and upset and unsure. A part of me feels incredibly shaky and not knowing where to go or what to do or what choice will bring me into what I want. A part of me feels that I have no choice, no voice here, and it wants to just scream at the top of its lungs, "You're not hearing me. You're not listening to me," right? Maybe there's a part that just says, "I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to figure it out. There has to be a better way." And we have an answer for that. May I open to my heart. May my mind pass the baton, go through the throat chakra, down to the heart chakra, and pass that baton and say, I'm passing this burden, this weight, this concern, this confusion, this overwhelm, this battle between myself of how to keep myself safe, who I think I am, how I think I should be. I'm passing that off. I'm choosing the path of calm to the heart center, which I know has a greater capacity than my mind to work things out, to hold things, to be with the things that I cannot change, and find the choices of how I can best be in as much ease and in much wholeness with the choices that are available to me. So I open to my heart. What's happening with that statement in your body? What's bubbling up? Parts of you that maybe are yearning to feel that support of the heart center, and parts of you that are maybe really nervous about what will you meet in that heart center. What wounds, what fears, what trapped emotions are you going to be asked to witness, like a wave coming in and the tide going out? Seeing those emotions as beautiful messengers for parts of you that are wanting to be integrated and healed and seen and felt. And ultimately release whatever they're resonating with and find a sense of balance as well. I welcome my soul. Parts of you are willing to open to the wisdom of your soul, the perspective that it has that might be a little bit different than your own personal egoic perspective, or the perspective of a wounded aspect of you, or a protective program, or what I call trauma goggles, where we're witnessing through the wounds of the past. The soul is going to invite us to shift and look a little some way different, to see a choice that parts of us don't think are available, are rational, are going to keep us safe on a survival level, but to trust it. So that's the first round. Just take a little breath in and out. And now let's open to round number 2. So I do 3 rounds with any mantra before I step into my life. So may my body be free. May my mind calm. May I open to my heart and welcome my soul. May my body be free. May my mind calm. May I open to my heart and welcome my soul. What is now coming forward? Now that we've had that first round of conversation with like, what's happening? And that first knee-jerk response, now what's underneath that? What else is there? And really lean in and invite your system with curiosity, compassion. We're not going to judge it. We're not going to put our hands on our hips or tell it that's right or wrong or silly or stupid or any of those things. Nope, we're putting that down into the side. And instead, we're really inviting, tell me more. What do you want? If my body was free, what would it want to express, to share? What are the little parts of me that are nervous and worried? If I allow that freedom of movement to dance, to reach for something, to open to a connection, to joy, to laughter, to a choice that maybe is heart-wrenching, but I know is a choice I need to make. What would that feel like if my body was free? May my mind be calm. If my mind stopped trying to figure it out and work so hard to keep me safe and shifted from a lone wolf protector in my system to a beautiful opening to my heart, allowing me to open to my heart, what would that change? What would that look like? What are the fears that are stopping it? And what are the parts of me that are saying, mind, give it to me. Give me your fears. Give me your concerns. Give me your worries. I want to help you hold them differently, relieving that pressure of trying to figure it out and do it on our own. What would it look like to open to support? May I open to my heart? Just breathe in with that. Chances are it's a mixed bag. There's probably a felt sense of an opening, a hand being extended, saying, take my hand. And there's probably parts that are pushing back and nervous and worried, and that's okay. Every part of us can be exactly where it is, and we can be whole. So I don't have to push any part of me that is nervous, and I can still open to my whole, to my heart, and to who I am. And I welcome soul. Whatever you call that aspect of you that has a different perspective, that can see things more archetypally, impersonal, can work through metaphor, can help us come up and with new ideas that's not in the closed system of self of what I have personally experienced in this lifetime. This aspect of me that has wisdom and insight and foresight. I'm willing to welcome that support and call that in. Just notice what is happening in and around your body. Deep breath in and out. And now we're opening up to the third round. And in this third round, we start to ask, how can I help free my body? How can I help my mind calm? How can I help open to my heart and welcome more of my soul's wisdom? So we're seeking a dialogue right now. And the mantra shifts just a little bit for this third round. Help me connect with what will bring freedom to my body. Help me trust that my mind can calm. Help me hear the whispers that are coming from my heart. And help me have strength and courage to match and welcome my soul's guidance. Help me know how to support my body in being free. Help me have trust and open to the support to help my mind soften and open to calm. Help me open to my heart and to hear and connect with its messages of what wants to be seen, felt, and heard. And help me hear my soul and welcome its advice. A free body, a calm mind, open heart, moving from soul. Take a deep breath in and out and feel into that. Free body. My body is free to move in relationship and alignment with my heart and my soul. Calm mind. My mind is able to trust the wisdom and the safety that comes from my heart and my soul. Open heart. My heart is willing to feel, to sense, to be with whatever emotions, worries, concerns, confusions that it need to be seen, felt, and heard, so that I can step into guidance and into aligned action with my soul. I welcome my soul. I know that you are always here and always a part of me. And I welcome your guidance at this time. Take a few moments in and out. And I'm going to go silent for about 60 seconds. Place a hand over your heart. Invite Reiki energy to be with you. And breathe and welcome guidance. Just allow that breath to open you to what is happening in and around your body. What messages, support is available to you. And come on back. So, this is the intention that I have for this week, and I invite you to join me in that. Setting that intention for this week, I open to ways in which I can free my body, calm my mind, open to my heart, and welcome the guidance of my soul. And from this intention, I allow it to guide my attention into the ways in which I might be restricting my body or have a part of me that has a protective mechanism or program running that is withholding me from truly reaching and moving throughout the world the way I want to move, that truly matches who I be. When I find myself within a mental clash that's happening where my mind is working so hard to try to figure it out for me, and it's trying to be my lone wolf protector, help me remind my mind that it's not alone, that actually it can pass that baton to my heart. So help it remember that it can calm and open to my heart for guidance. Help me notice when I am cutting myself off and forgetting to talk to the part of me that can get beyond my struggles, beyond the stories, beyond the trauma goggles and the filters of the wounds, and see things from different perspectives. Hear, sense, feel, know different ideas and inspiration, and have access to choices I don't know that I have, right? Help my mind pass to that and open to my heart and to my soul. And when this happens, help me engage with this mantra. May my body be free. How can I help it be free? Get that guidance, step into motion. May my mind calm, help myself invite those tender parts of me that are running around, super working hard, to calm down. Share with me their concerns, their confusions, their worries, so that we can tend to them differently. Help me open to my heart and help me hear my wisdom of my soul. So that's the practice for this week, along with a mantra that you can call on, say, work with it, whether it's in rounds of 3 or just on your own. You can put it to a tune or to music, to however that's calling forward to you. This is how I love to invite people to work with mantras. And this is just one simple example of what that is. So let's say it together as a closing. May my body be free. May my mind calm. May I open to my heart and welcome the guidance of my soul. And so it is. Offering you light, love, and joy on your journey. This is Michelle Holling-Brooks. Until next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to Soulful Practices. For more information on how to work directly with me or one of my guests, check out the show notes below. We'd love for you to also let us know what parts of this episode are speaking to you and how this practice is supporting you on your healing and spiritual journey. Please share this podcast with fellow seekers, travelers. Together, we can create a wave of soul-led beings in this world, offering you light, love, and joy on your journey. Michelle Holling-Brooks. Until next time.